Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic, and we're back with our Jedi Sage Duran ethos, and I'm extremely surprised that I am enjoying a caster this much. But that's the thing, I don't know why I'm surprised, because in every single MMORPG that I have played, I usually play a caster of some sort, usually one with a pet, but obviously right now we have a companion, so we don't really need a pet, but yes, usually I play pet classes like warlocks and all kinds of other conjurer type things, summoners and stuff like that. But anyway, point is, we have now arrived here on Coruscant. I have not done any modding of my gear just yet, because we only have 17 common data crystals, and I think that is not enough for us to actually get some good modding done. So what I'm going to do is complete a couple of main quests, main missions, and then from the resources that we gain from that, then I'm going to return to the fleet off screen and I'll be doing a little bit of modding.
You may be correct on that.
Yes, that is very true. We are going to be visiting Master Yuan, and obviously she is very, very ill, and I was just about to quick travel because I thought I'd been here before, but I haven't. I was only here on the smuggler just, I don't know, a month ago, so yeah, I'm going to need to unlock all of the quick travel points again. There's only one that's actually very important, and of course that is the one in the Senate Tower itself that does not get automatically unlocked. You actually have to do that manually, which is a little bit sneaky of the developers, because usually, you know, now that they've made the game a little bit easier to travel and get around, most quick travel points are unlocked automatically, but this one in particular, and some other select ones, namely on Hoth as well, are manually available. So yes, I'm going to do that as well. Okay, well, it seems like they may have fixed that, because the last time that I played on Coruscant, the quick travel point did not get automatically unlocked upon discovering the location, but apparently that has changed. So that is nice. That is very, very nice, because obviously new players, they're not going to know where the quick travel point is, and it's really nice for them to have it automatically unlocked for them. But anyway, let's now head in to speak to Master Yuan. She's probably going to be in a very bad way, probably on one of these medical beds.
I failed. I'm sorry, I failed. Once there were two little boys. Their names were Parkanis and something. Why can't I remember?
I thought this Atros Finn was meant to be helping you.
Atros? Atros? No. Padawan? I'm not mad. The man in the shadows is making me this way. He brings the darkness. It's coming.
The man in the shadows. I don't understand.
Parkanis! Parkanis, where are you?
Yuan! Farron, please, see Yuan back to her room. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm Atros Finn, the researcher here. We must get to work finding a cure.
She keeps talking about someone called Parkanis. Who is that?
You don't know either? Never mind. A cure is what Yuan really needs. The problem is that the greatest collection of learning in the galaxy, the Jedi Temple here on Coruscant, has lain in ruins since the war. I believe the answer to curing Yuan is in the archives of the Temple ruins, but accessing them won't be easy.
Centuries of learning scattered. We added to the Sith's victory by being careless.
The Temple's artificers created a system to sort through the vast stores of knowledge. A set of 3 holocrons that served as guides. The wisdom and personalities of the Order's greatest masters were imprinted on these guides, which they called Noeticons.
These Noeticons formed a sort of virtual Jedi Council?
That's exactly it. And I need your help to recover them. The temple ruins were looted. The Noeticons were taken. I have a lead on one of them, but it's not in friendly hands. Republic security spotted some GAND scavengers carrying a Noeticon in the Migrant Merchants Guild. The Republic brought one of the GAND in for questioning, but he won't talk.
If this GAND has information to help you on, I'll get some answers.
The Republic officer you want is Alec Ephron. He's at the security outpost with the GAND right now. And I'm working on a lead for the second Noeticon. I should have something by the time you get back. Good luck.
Ah, I see. So we're being passed around, are we? Yes, I'm used to that. Well, that's not very good, is it? No, usually whenever you call a customer service line or whenever you go to hospital or a doctor or something, you're always passed around. You're just like, I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm going to refer you to this person. Or, I don't know what's wrong with your internet connection. I'm going to pass you over to this person. And you can never get an answer, can you? Okay, so I thought before we actually went over and spoke to Alec Ephron that we would take a look at the mail in our mailbox, and it just so happens to be from First Matriarch Kalovish, and she says, "You are the one who ended Nalan Rolak's life. I do not fault you for it. I am the dweller at Kalikori's highest stair. I look down the 1,000 steps to the village, and I feel the suffering of my people. Nalan's was keenest. He suffered not only for what he had to be, but what he could not become. All my counsel could not ease his pain. Nalan lives now only in legend, and the memories of those who knew him. But take lessons from his life and death. The demands made of Nalan were small compared to those of a Jedi, but never give in to despair and hopelessness. The higher path is always there." Yeah, well, thank you very much for the words of wisdom. I was going to say worlds of wisdom, but I suppose that is relatively similar, considering Tython is quite a world strong in the Force. But anyway, I don't know whether she really knew Nalan that well, because as we knew him, he was delusional, basically. He was obsessed with protecting his village, and while that is a very admirable trait, because obviously he wants to protect his people from persecution by the Flesh Raiders and so on and so forth, the way he went about it, that was a little bit incorrect, in my opinion. So let's speak to Alec, who just so happens to be hiding behind these boxes.
Jedi, welcome! Welcome to the, Old Galactic Market, sir. I'm sorry, I never met a real Jedi up close.
I could certainly get used to being a celebrity.
Right, yes. Well, anyway, this is the, GAND we brought in. He was talking about that Jedi holocron you're all looking for, but he's not exactly, talkative.
You will tell me about the holocron. Where is the holocron now? Just tell me where it is now. That seems excessively complicated.
I'll bet the signals have something to do with the GAND hierarchy. Throw up the right one and you'll get their leader.
I see. Well, isn't it a little bit weird that they decided not to give this GAND a name? Because obviously this guy, the race that he is, the species, is GAND, and not actually his name. But I'm gonna activate this lore object anyway, because it's rather nice to get a little bit of extra information on the species. But obviously I believe they breathe ammonia. Don't they breathe ammonia gas or something along those lines? I mean, we found that out from another class story, the previous one, the smuggler, of course. But anyway, we are going to be making our way over, wow, in a very, very long distance, of course, to use the signal device. Okay, so we've arrived here at the phase, and I thought that I would just show you how incredible telekinetic wave actually is. And I've just also found out that I have a passive, this, called Tidal Force, which, as you can read, disturbance, telekinetic blast, or burst in this case, turbulence and forcequake grant Tidal Force when activated. And Tidal Force immediately finishes the cooldown on telekinetic wave and makes your next telekinetic wave activate instantly and consume 50% less force. Now that, in my opinion, is amazing, because if you can see here, I'm just going to cast this and then it casts instantly, and yeah, the burst damage that you're able to inflict with that. Obviously it does have a cooldown of 10 seconds though. Okay, so I have fought through basically everyone that I can, apart from these few people in here, but they're not really very necessary because they're only level 10 and we are extremely over leveled thanks to the double experience boost, of course. But as you can see here, it's just, yeah, it's very easy, very, very easy indeed. And I'm not even modded, so anyway, let's activate the signal device. The GAND's electronic signaling device has 3 signal lights on it. The first shows a school of fish, the second a pack of act-dogs, and the third a mighty rancor. Okay, let's do the school of fish first.
Let's see if this works.
The first signal light's informing the GAND to change who carries the holocron. Oh. Okay. Did I apparently did that. I apparently did it correctly. That is pure luck, but I just thought they seemed like the kind of creatures that would value a school of fish over a mighty rancor. They seem a lot more to do with thinking rather than actual strength, so, well, maybe that's just me. Who knows? But what I do know is that we're going to investigate and defeat the GAND protectors. There are so many of them, but they are extremely low level, so this is going to be very easy indeed. Oh yes, take my pebbles. Take my pebbles in your face. Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. Now let us secure the Noeticon.
The fractal structure requires that it be removed from...
With all respect, Master Arca, you are incorrect. The structure only appears fractal. If you view it through the lens of the Force, you...
I don't suppose either of you is going to move past your petty geometrical squabble long enough to notice we have a visitor.
What am I looking at here?
It's the Noeticon of Science. My colleagues and I were chosen to represent the Jedi spirit of scientific inquiry. Mostly those to argue. The last person to use the Noeticon got so tired of hearing these two yammer, he shut us down. It was a mercy.
Wait, Master Thoris. Where is the Jedi Temple? We seem to have been moved.
Awareness? Personality? I've seen similar holograms, but nothing as sophisticated as this Noeticon.
It is more like a virtual intelligence than a holographic recording. Master Thoris developed it.
You are too generous, Master Vandar. It was Master Arca who implemented my sketches.
Masters, I've come seeking help from my own master, Yuan Par. She's suffering a mysterious illness.
How terrible. Come, tell us her symptoms. Perhaps we can help.
So, she claims The darkness is coming, and talks of someone called Parcanus, and her mind is most affected.
I'm afraid we've plied our extensive knowledge of biological, chemical, and technological diseases, but this illness is beyond us.
I know I should be patient, Masters, but Yuan is running out of time.
Sometimes knowledge comes through ruling out false ideas.
For once, Master Vandar and I agree. Yuan's illness is definitely not medical, but we have accessed files that bear cross-checking. If you can find the Noeticon of Light, where Masters Noab, Nomi, and Wohl guard the Jedi Order's mystical knowledge, they may be able to help.
I'll try. But with all our knowledge, you'd think we could save one of our own masters.
I'm sorry we couldn't have been of more help, but it's difficult without the other parts of the Noeticon.
Find the Noeticon of Light, and seek your answer there. May the Force be with you. And remember, if you seek answers, you must always ask questions.
I will remember that. I am going to be asking a lot more questions, but the Noeticon of Light is the next thing that we need to retrieve, and I need to return to Atros Finn, who I assume is going to be in the Senate Tower. Upon returning to Atros Finn's location, I can only hope that there has been some progress. It's unlikely, isn't it? I don't know what we can actually do to help Master Yuan, more than what we're already doing.
Good, you're back. Did you find it? The first Noeticon?
How's my master? Is she all right?
Yuan's resting right now. No more outbursts. But the Noeticons are still our best hope. I have a solid lead on the second Noeticon. Unfortunately, it's in Black Sun territory. They're a local gang. Pretty vicious.
They'll give me the Noeticon peacefully, or face a battle. It's their choice.
Jiskoliska changanga. Pumpa kumchinga. Tuto omishka kaba no tesma wetia?
This matter bears investigation.
Betuana uba kili wata punkidanko padoga lola.
I see, okay, so there's some really weird sort of cutscene ends here. I mean, every single time a cutscene ends, it seems very abrupt. You know, it seems like, okay, so she just stopped talking, but it was just like, no farewells, no yes, I will get back to you soon kind of thing. It's just like, yeah, that's the way to go. And then they just stand there in silence, and then you just awkwardly back away out of the door, and that's it. I find that quite amusing. But anyway, let's go to the Silent Sun Cantina. Well, we have certainly reached the Silent Sun Cantina. It's extremely hostile here. And I'm not surprised if they... Oh, wow, they're not actually stopping me. Okay. Yeah, I was going to assume that the security would be like, oh, hey, you, Jedi, stop there. Or something along those lines. But no, they actually allowed me to go in.
Please, Doc. You gotta help me. I don't want to die.
I'm trying to help you. You need to calm down. Wait, what's a Jedi doing here?
This gang has something I need. Stay back and you'll be all right.
Those Black Sun thugs. They call me in to clean up a botched operation, and I find this. They're smuggling contraband off-world. Old Jedi junk, data disks, inside people's bodies.
The Black Sun pay their thugs to carry them, get their stolen relics out, and nobody's any the wiser.
But Justicar, those vigilantes from the lower city, one of them paid big to get this stuff off-world. Quiet-like. Especially some Noeticon. The Justicar's name, he was... Lars something. Lars Badek.
Lars Badek gave the GAND another Noeticon to keep safe. He must be behind all this.
The smugglers. I can't get the paperwork to go off-world. They're still here. Still hurting.
Those smugglers are dying, Jedi. I need that contraband out of them, but I have my hands full here.
Perhaps one of those smugglers is carrying the relic I need.
The object I found in this man had a magnetic ID tag, which means that the Black Sun must have scanners to identify their smugglers. You should find one in the other room and grab some medical supplies. Maybe we can keep these men alive.
Ah, well, if that would actually help us find the thing, I have a feeling that this isn't going to make any difference. I think that the Noeticon is probably going to be somewhere else. Are we scanning them? Ah, we can scan these. Okay, so let's scan them. You found nothing. Well, that is disappointing. I have a bad feeling about this. Ah, yes. Okay. It's gonna be the last one I do, isn't it? Yeah. Why is it always the case? Oh, apparently not. Can I no? Oh, do I have to... Oh. Do I... Oh, never mind. I actually have to go elsewhere to do this. If only I'd known that. And if only they had disabled the ability for me to use the actual item on these guys. Yeah, that would actually be a little bit clearer, wouldn't it? Oh well. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.